Vaccines. We call for policy commitments to boost vaccination.
To help get shots in arms.
Getting vaccines from tarmacs into arms.
And we're going to continue to work with COVAX to deliver another 500 million doses, all part of the pledge we made to donate 1 billion doses of vaccine to the most vulnerable in the world. All this is completely free. No strings attached. But there's still so much left to do. This pandemic isn't over. Today, we're at a new stage in fighting this pandemic. We have to double down on our efforts to get shots in people's arms, country by country, community by community. Ensure we have reliable and predictable supplies of vaccines and boosters for everyone, everywhere. To help keep up the fight against COVID-19 in 2022, protect the most vulnerable populations, and prepare for the next health crisis because there will be others. We're making available health technologies that are owned by the United States government, including stabilized spike protein that is used in many COVID-19 vaccines. We're going to face together global health crises. This is not the last one we've had. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. We have to secure political commitments now. We have to start working to prevent the next variant and the next pandemic now. How can we work more closely together to help more people? How can we save more lives? That we maintain our supplies of COVID-19 tests, treatments, and vaccines, including next-generation vaccines that are being developed. We can start to build a better, healthier, and more secure future today.
Supplying COVID-19 vaccine isn't enough. We also need to accelerate vaccine uptake and ensure vaccines make it into arms quickly and equitably. And we're committed to increasing vaccination rates for every country. So we are better prepared to prevent and respond to the next pandemic.
This pandemic isn't over.
But the dire reality is the pandemic is not over.
But the pandemic is not over.
It's misguided to think this pandemic is over. The pandemic is not over anywhere until it's over everywhere.
COVID-19 is not over yet.
But however we might all be wishing it is, the pandemic is not over.
We cannot be complacent because the pandemic is not over.
But as we know all too well, the pandemic is not over.
Number 4, we are advocating the establishment of a more inclusive new world order.
At the World Health Assembly this month, WHO will present a plan to strengthen the global architecture for health emergency preparedness, response, and resilience. This includes the creation of a financial intermediary fund to support equitable access to life-saving tools in the face of future epidemics.
And we're increasing our support for a new pandemic preparedness and global health security fund that will be established at the World Bank this summer with $450 million in seed funding.
We support your proposal, dear Joe, to set up a new fund for pandemic preparedness at the World Bank, operating in close coordination and cooperation with the WHO.
这个是正常人的骄傲。好了，终于2万人，所有人都在叫，要命了。就刚刚5分钟前头，俺叫还没几个了，现在突然之间，所有人都叫了，要死。
好，到死，好，到死，行，多陪酒，多陪酒，多陪酒。